Hey everybody, it's Doug Mystic on Board Game Geek, bringing you our next turn, or episode 4 rather, of our playthrough of Rum and Bones, going over the game with the Wellsport Brotherhood and Mazu's Dreadful Curse, and they are in fierce ship-to-ship combat with the 3 smaller ships of Mazu's Dreadful Curse battling against the larger ship of the Wellsport Brotherhood. You can see lots of action going on the table, heroes fighting other heroes and trying to take down some of the more basic guys on the board. Lots of people falling overboard and ending up in the water. It's just crazy stuff. Anyway, guys, we're going to get started. I'm going to first talk about a correction. I'm going to use this guy here. That's Blackout Bart. He's the gunner for the Wellsport Brotherhood. He's not been on the board yet. But anyway, I'm going to talk about using the riggings. I kind of made it's a mistake enough, but if you look at how it ended up fine. So when you are at the when you use the riggings, you have to be at the edge of the ship. Now you can swing onto any space on another ship that you want, but you have to start at the edge. So, but you also get a move before and a move after. So you can be here, move, swing, and move if you want to. Anyway, just pointing that out because I wasn't doing that exactly as it's stated, so it's okay. And we're going to continue on with that. Now, so that was the correction that I had. And there's a few other really minor ones. If you look in the comments section on both BGG and on my channel on the previous episodes, you'll see some of the commentary there, but that's I don't want to take too much time getting to that, so let's get started. Okay, so getting on with it, we're going to start with our Wellsport Brotherhood turn, which means that the 2 undeployed heroes get a gold coin on their character. That's the first thing that we do. And the next thing we do is we fire the deck gun. And we're going to probably, I don't know who we're going to hit yet. Let's go take a look. Well, the Wellsport Brotherhood has to take advantage of something, and that is the fact that the 2 of the other heroes went into the drink. Now, and they're not going to come back till their turn. Now, they're going to come back on their turn. They're going to climb out of the water and continue on. But they're not there now. So I think the deck gun is going to fire here so we can maybe try and clear the way there. So fire at these guys right there. There's 4 of them, 4 deckhands, no bosuns. So let's take a shot. 4 dice. Okay, 4 dice for the deck gun. Remember, we need a 4. It's on the screen for you. You can see a 4 better, and I wheeled 1 out. So, oh man, only 1 hit on that one. So that wasn't very good for the deck gun's turn. Okay, but we do get to kill one of these deckhands for the Wellsport, or for the from Mazu's Dreadful Curse. But that's it. And then we're going to get to start to populate our spawn points for the Wellsport Brotherhood. Let's do that. So as you know, each spawn point gets 2 deckhands. We're going to get 2 right here. I don't know if you can see, make sure you can see them all in the camera. You can. Okay, then we're going to put an additional 2 right here in this spawn point. And they're going to charge this direction. If you don't know, again, if you do need more information on the game itself, then please go to my my first episode of this, where I explain the game rules in some more detail. And then we also have 2 more appearing right here. So that's what we're going to do there. Now we also get to put out 2 bosuns, and I think our decisions are going to be rather easy. We have some trouble getting here, so we're going to put a bosun here because they're dealing with these guys coming onto the ship. And my ship got moved. There we go. And then I think we're going to put the other one right here as we charge that way. So that's going to be our deployment of our guys. Now we're going to move, and it's going to start up at the top here. As you can see, there is a fight going on with against these two guys, against those three, as they move into that space. So, you know, they're just deckhands, so again, they each get to roll a die, and they get a roll. If they roll a 4 or better, they do damage. So let's go to the dice bowl. So it's only 2 dice, which means they're not going to do too much, but it's a 4 or better to hit. So let's roll and see what they can accomplish. Nothing. So those 2 deckhands did not kill any of the deckhands from the other crew. And that's the only combat that's taking place. So let's get on with our movement now. Alright, so we're going to take care of the movement right here. So we're going to move these 2 deckhands up. These 3 are going to move onto the gangplank. These 2 are going to move here. These 3 are going to move onto the wheel as they charge forward. Then up here, well, you do have some getting closer to combat against this group here. They're going to move up to there. And then we are going to see these 2 move up to there. And that is the total movement for the Wellsport Brotherhood regular units. Now we're going to go to the heroes. And all 3 of them are deployed, so they're going to get to take actions. I think we're going to start first. Let me think about it just for a second. Yeah, let's start with Miss Mags here. Now, Miss Mags is kind of hurt. She's got 4 wounds out of her 10 on her. But she doesn't have any money, so she can't do her healing second wind. She could, someone mentioned that I implied that she couldn't do it herself. She can absolutely give herself that coin. She can absolutely use the second wind on herself as well. But I think she's not going to do that. I think she's going to use her payday attack, which is going to give her 4 dice with a 4+, and she's going to attack this group right here. There are 2 bosuns and 2 regular crew members there. Because if we can clear them out, we're going to get to start attacking their armory. It's pretty likely we're going to clear them out because we also have Mad Ivan that can rush up and do some damage as well. But here's the 4 dice she gets on her first attack, first action. She got 3 hits on that. That's really good. Okay, so we're going to take 2 regular guys because you always take the regular guys off first, right? But anyway, we got them off there. I'm keeping them nicely in their little places so that I don't have to worry too much about them. And then she's taken off this bosun. And so she beat the 3 of them, and that does give her an ability, her top ability, Payday. 1 deployed hero gains 1 coin. She's going to take it for herself. And then she still has 2 more actions to go. I think for her next action, she's going to attempt to take out the bosun that's there. So here we go. Again, it's 4 dice. Boom. All right. Well, she did get 1, which is all she needed, luckily, because that's all she got. And that means Miss Mags took out this other bosun. Poor fella. Which, again, using her payday ability, gives a gold coin, which she's going to keep because I'm trying to get her up to do the second wind with 3. She only has 2, so for her third action, she's not going to get to do that, unfortunately. She is, however, slightly protected there with these 2 guys. So I think for her last attack, she's just going to do it again, but she's going to do it against the armory. And that's fine because we need to start damaging it. It takes 12 damage, so it's going to take a bit from her. Again, she's going to use her basic attack of Payday and see what we can do. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Before we do that, I want to take a look at my cards. I want to see if there's anything we can do that would help her. We got, oh sorry, I have to do this in parlay. I have to do this in pirate voices, right? That's the only way you can do it, in pirate voices. And, our cutthroat tactics. This attack deals +1 damage per hit. I think we're going to play that, and for a couple reasons. One, I want to show what happens when the Kraken comes out. Now, he won't come out, well, he could, we're going to have to roll for the 2. The Kraken might come out on that one if I get really unlucky on the roll. But this says before friendly hero makes attack, do this. And I could do this against a hero, which might be more interesting, but we want to do a lot of damage to the armory. So we're going to use these cutthroat tactics against the armory there. And I'll show you what happens after that. But let's first roll the dice, and I'll show you what happens with the card. Now remember, for every hit, every attack that hits deals +1 damage, basically. Which is bad, because we only got 1, which means we only did 2 points of damage to the armory. Bummer, guys. Just 2 points. Mags, you let us down there. But she does still get, for doing the attack again, so she does still get another coin. Now, next turn, when she gets her turn, she's going to be able to use her second wind, perhaps, because she's got 3 coins now, and get rid of some of her damage. But that's going to be her turn. I think next we're going to go on to Mad Ivan, who's a little healthier than he used to be, because Mixed Mags did use that ability on him last turn. And I see an opening to... Oh man, I don't know. I mean, we got... Here's what I think is going to happen. So I could... Here's Ivan, by the way. Cool Ivan. I could move him up to to go up here and attack. That might be interesting. But I also am thinking that we could support this a little better over here. They're keeping me away from getting to their deck gun, which is on this lane right here. And that kind of stinks. But Ivan, I mean, it'd take him a couple moves to get there. He's on the edge of the deck, we could swing from the riggings. It doesn't say you can't swing back onto your own ship. But anyway, before we do that, I do have to do this. And I think I'm going to put them right here in the middle of the board. All the cards that have the Kraken symbol on there. So we do have 2 Kraken symbols, which means we do have to roll 2 dice. Now if we roll 2, we're going to have the Kraken come out. So we don't roll that quite yet. We wait till the end of the Wellsport Brotherhood turn before we actually roll the 2 dice for that. I'm thinking Mags, well, I mean, gosh, if he moves up, he's going to get 2 attacks. That could do a lot more damage to the armory, which would be awesome. And I think the deck gun's a little out of reach right now, so I think he's going to do that. He's going to move 2 up to here with Miss Mags and use his slice and dice ability. So now remember, he's not attacking another hero. Well, you know, he can cause bleed. Maybe he can attack Mr. Koga over there instead and cause some bleeding. He would get an attack, but then he's going to get attacked back and he's damaged. I think we're going to stick with this. He is going to go attack the armory. Okay, now remember, he gets, you can see on his card, he gets 3 dice. He needs a 3 or better. And he got 3 hits on the armory. That's pretty cool. Well, my warhammer here might as well make his 3rd and final action attack, which he's going to do the same thing he just did, to the tune of 3 more hits, so 6 total hits on the armory. That was a really good attack from him. Remember, these objectives are the victory points, right? So we're going to put 6 points on here from our guy, Mad Ivan. And that's going to end his turn. So the last one we have to do is Stumper Pete. Now remember, Stumper Pete is slow until the end of this turn. He's got this slow token on him from the attack that was given to him from Lord Lang the Panda. So let's go up to his character and see what we're going to do. So unfortunately, Pete can only make 1 move action this turn. That's what the slow does. So I think he's just going to step up here. Yeah, he's going to step up there and attack. He's going to try and build up some money because he's got some cool abilities. I don't like his Bloodlust ability that much, honestly, but I do like his Anger's Enthusiasm ability when he's trying to fight somebody else. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Now, so he's going to roll 4 dice. He needs a 4 or better. And I was thinking he could step up 1 and swing across, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to attack those guys right there, those 3. That way he stays close by if Lang tries to come back across and attack those 2 points on the Brotherhood ship. So anyway, Stumper Pete, 4 dice. Let's see what he can do. Well, not that much. So for his 2nd action, he did an attack for 1 hit, which was enough to kill one of the regular guys on the ship there, one of the deck hands. And so he's going to do that again for his 3rd and final action. Hope he does better. I've been rolling below my average. Okay, yeah, he got 2, which is my average. Okay, so he hit twice there, which is enough to take out the other 2 guys there. And what does that mean for him? Well, what it does give him the ability to then get 3 gold coins because he killed 3 guys during his action, so there's 3 coins. Now, a character can only have 8 coins on him total, so Stumper Pete has 6. So that's the end of his turn. We get to remove this slow token, and we are done with it at that point. And that, unfortunately, is going to end the Wellsport Brotherhood turn. So we are going to now check to see if we unleash the Kraken. Now, if we're going to roll 2 dice. If we roll a 2, the Kraken's going to come out. Those of you who watch my series know that my luck can swing wildly, and I could actually possibly roll a 2. Let's see. Oh no, no 2 there. So the Kraken did not come out this turn. And that leaves us to the end where we're going to draw 1 more card to get our hand up to 3. And we got another Cutthroat Tactics. So I'm doing the pirate voices because someone said I needed to for this game. It's kind of mandatory, I guess. We all have to do our pirate. So basically, if you write back to me during this game, you have to write in pirate talk. How's that? Fair enough, since I have to do the voices when I'm playing cards and stuff. Okay, that ends the Wellsport Brotherhood's turn. Now we're going to go to the Mazu's Dreadful Curse. I've created this new word that keeps sticking in my head. It's Dreadly. I don't know why, but every time I want to say that, I want to say Mazu's Dreadly Curse. I have to think and correct myself. Anyway, we too have 2 undeployed heroes there. They're going to get a gold coin. Now, I did say last time, and I still think I'm right, that because they do get 1 Actually, Lang only gets one. He should have lost the one from before. Because but they are going to be redeployed this turn, so I will stand them back up. And when we redeploy heroes, we're going to redeploy Lord Lang and Shen Wei and Shen Yang. But for now, we just did that, so now we're going to fire the Mazu's Dreadly Cursed deck gun. It seems to be the spot of most trouble for them. So since there's two heroes here, they're going to fire the deck gun right there and try and all the way across to their side to see if they can hit those guys and try and slow them down from taking down the armory. Okay, 4 dice for the deck gun of Mazu's Dreadful Curse. Kablooey. Oh, 3 hits. Well, that will do 1 point of damage to one of the heroes. So here's what the deck gun did. It took these two guys out. Faux show. They are done because they got nailed. And then we're going to do damage to a hero. I think the Mazu's Dreadful Curse crew is going to choose to damage Miss Mags. She has more damage on her than Mad Ivan does at this point. So we're going to put this 3 on there and take 2 off and put them back. She has a 5 out of her 10 points of damage. So she's kind of hurting. Not too bad yet. But if she gets attacked by a hero, it could be all over for her. Okay, so next up we are deploying. And we're going to deploy first 2 regular guys here. We're going to deploy 2 regular guys up at the top spawn point, which is looking a little thinned out, and then 2 guys on the ship across the way. Now we're also going to place 2 of the bosuns. I don't think we're going to place them here. We're going to place them on the other side. I think I know where we're going with this. We're going to place one here, and then we will place one here. So the bosuns are coming on. There's this endless supply of guys coming from the lower decks on these teeny little ships, and that is cool. Now, next we're going to deploy heroes. Now, we have to deploy. So there's already 1 hero out on the board for Mazu's Dreadly Curse. That's Mr. Koga. He's their gunner. But we have to deploy the Captain, Shenwei, and Lord Lane because last turn they missed their rigging rolls and fell into the water. So we are definitely going to deploy them on spawn points. And because, so both Lord Lang and Shenwei are hurt, but Lord Lang, being the brute of the crew, gets better advantages when he's damaged. So we're going to take Lord Lang, and he's going to deploy down here, right down here, where he can attack Mags and Ivan. And then we're going to take Shenwei, and we're going to deploy him right here. And that's going to be our deployment phase for our heroes. Now we're going to get on to our hero activations. I think we're going to start with Lord Lang. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. I deployed the heroes too soon. These guys would have moved up. My bad. My bad. It's okay. We caught it. They would have moved up to there. Keep these 2 ships in the camera if I'm just a little careful. These 2 guys are going to move to here. These 2 are moving to here. These 3 are moving to here. And up north, we're going to have a bit of a battle. I'm saying up north because the ship is facing north for me where I'm at today. Anyway, yeah, you didn't need to know that. But those 2 guys are going to attack this group here, the bosun, and the 2 deckhands. Let's see what they can do. 1. They got 1 hit, so we got to kill one of the deckhands. Mr. Koga there, they're likely to lose this whole group. But that one was killed. That's that one down there, and that bosun there. So those guys are not going to move, but these ones are. They're going to move up to here. And look at it, it's weighing down the gangplank. Wow, the gangplank's getting rickety there because there's so many guys on it. And these 2 are going to move to here. These 2 are going to move to there. So quite a brewing battle going on right there. So that was actually... Now we deploy the guys, but we already deployed the 2 that we needed. And I think we might as well, since we're right here, let's just start. Mr. Koga, what is he going to do? He's got tons of money. He's got his Shenlong's Fury, which for each zone beyond the first, this attack rolls plus 2 dice. I don't know if that's going to matter. Well, he could use that ability. It rolls 8 dice. Good lord. Well, let me think about this. Well, so really the only special ability you can use is Shenlong's Fury. It does 8 dice plus 2 dice for every zone away. So he could plop that in here and just about rest assured and do a lot of damage to the spawn point there as well. Or I think that's the mainsail, if I'm not mistaken. It is. He could do lots of damage to that on top of killing those guys. So he's going to do that. That's going to cost him 3 gold coins as he unleashes a blinding flash of fireworks on that spot. That's his 3 money, and he's going to roll 8 dice plus 2 dice because it's 1 space away. So I think that's what it says. Let me just reaffirm. So Mr. Koga, it says for each zone beyond the first, so this is 1 zone beyond the first, this attack rolls plus 2 dice. So that's what we're going to do. It's got a range of 3. He only needed a range of 2, so let's go roll 8 dice. Well, sorry, 10 dice. There be our 10 dice. Actually, I'm not going to insult any of my Asian friends by trying to do an Asian accent, Chinese accent on Mr. Koga, but he is going to roll 10 dice and do lots and lots of damage. Now, with this, he needs a 4, no, let's see, yeah, a 3 plus, so man, this is going to do a lot. Booyah. Let's see what he got. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 points of damage. Wow. So these 3 dudes, the bosun here and these 2 fellas, are certainly gone. And I normally, okay, you do remove these guys first before the bosun, but since they were all dead at once, I didn't bother to make the distinction. That will give him, Mr. Koga, his 3 money back for making that attack. Throwing it on the floor. Anyway, that's going on to Mr. Koga. So I'm going to reach across here. Put it on a sheet. He's back up to 5. Wow, pretty good. Anyway, the next thing that happens is we're going to do, that was 3 of 8. So we're going to put 5 points of damage. This is bad news, man. Bad news. There's 3 and 2 more on the main mast of the Wellsport Brotherhood. It has 8. Now our group is going, oh, that was a bad thing, because that was only Mr. Koga's first attack. Yeah. So for a second attack, he's going to use his base ability, his ability of Firework Barrage. Now remember, if attacking heroes, it can blind them, but we're not. We're going to attack first here with that Firework Barrage. He gets 4 dice. He needs a 4 or better. And it's got a range of 2, so he can do this. No problem. Okay. Here's his 4 dice. His Firework Barrage goes off. And he got 2 hits, which is enough. Man, some of these heroes are bad news. Anyway, he got rid of this bosun and this deckhand here, which is going to give him 2 more gold. He's at 8 gold, so he is at his, actually 7, so he can get 1 more gold there. And then his last attack, he's going to do his same basic attack. He's going to do it on the sail, the main sail there. Man, I should have sent Ivan over there. That was a mistake. Anyway, let's do this. Boom. 1, 2 hits, my average, 2 hits on the mainsail again. Okay, we're just going to put a 3 down and take one of these back, put it on there. So there's 7 of 8 hits on the mainsail. They're about to destroy it, and I don't think the Wellsport Brotherhood can do a darn thing about it. But they can certainly do, Mazu's Dreadful Curse crew can certainly do something about their own troubled spawn point, or actually the armory down here in the south. Lang, Lord of Lang, he's going to attack. Actually, he's going to move first up to here, get in with those 3 guys, and then he's going to attack. He's only got 1 gold on him, so he's going to use the Way of the Panda. He's got 7 hits on him, so his ability doesn't quite kick in. He's going to get 4 dice, and he's going to try and kill Miss Mags best he can. Okay, time for him to kill Miss Mags. Let's see if he can do it. Ooh, 3, 4 hits in a row. Boom! But you know what, guys? That ain't gonna happen. Why? Because we're going to parlaying our damage away. Okay, when a friendly hero suffers damage from any enemy hero, prevent all damage done to that hero. So, ooh, boo, hiss, hiss. The Mazu's crew is not happy that Shen would parley with this foul woman. She must be good looking. I guess pandas like redheads. Okay, so anyway, he played that card, or we played that card rather. This does also have a Kraken on it. So guess what's going to happen when we go to roll? It's going to be now a 3 or less on our dice roll. So he's as disappointed as he is in that. He stopped to talk to Mags for a little bit. Mags convinced him not to hit her with that awfully mighty blow. But then he realizes that she's just playing him for a fool and attacks her again with his 3rd action. Sorry, I like making stories. Okay, so, and he got 3 on that. So guess what happens? We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mags has only got 2 health left. Wow, that's pretty rough for Mags. But Shen Lang did his deed. called him Shen Lang. It's just Lang. Shen Wei is the captain. And we're going to him next for his actions. I mean, Shen Wei is seriously hurt. I don't know if you can see his card up there. He's got 9 of his 10 hits. I think what he's going to do for his first action is step up here and swing over to here. Just right to here. That's going to be a 1, 2, 1 here, and then 2 to there and land right there. So he's got to roll he's got to roll a die, and if he gets 2 or 1, he's going to go back in the drink. Okay, let's roll it. 4. He actually did not go into the drink, so either way, we're going to get something done here. So he swings over here in a mighty leap and lands on the other side of the ship there, where he is going to attack this group with his second action using Shen Yang's guidance. Now he gets to roll 1 die. It's going to be 4 dice, 4 to hit, and just 1 range, so he can attack that group right there. Alright guys, here we go. Shen's doing his damage. Boom! Oh my gosh, wow, look at that. And you know what? Hold on, before we do that, I gotta look at his cards. I sometimes forget to think about the cards. I was just playing with my normal stuff. Here, I do believe he is going to use this as well. Momentum strike. He would have used this before a friendly hero makes an attack roll. Well, he would have done this, okay? The attack gains +1 die for every move action. Well, he took 1, so he would have gained 1 die. You know, and I'll take it. And it also puts the Kraken up 1 more. Maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. The Kraken doesn't like anybody, by the way. I'm just saying. Because now we're going to roll a 4 or less for the Kraken, and he's going to get to add a die to that awesome roll, to which he got a 6, so he got a total of 5 hits on that group. That means Stumper Pete's taking more damage. Mighty Captain Shen Wei swings on this group, kills these 2 deckhands, giving him, thankfully for him, 2 more gold. That's important, because he needs it. And then that gets rid of those 2 deckhands, and then the rest of the damage, 3 more points, goes to Stumper Pete, and that's not a good thing. So we're going to take 3 damage. Let me see if there's a 3 left in here. There is. It's going on Stumper Pete there. Now, he was relatively healthy, so that wasn't too bad for him. Now, let me look at Shen Wei's other abilities. Now that he's got 3 gold, can he do something even more terrible to Shen Wei there, or to, rather to Pete? Let's see, his Blade Wind, after this is complete, Shen Wei may push 1 enemy in the target zone, 1 zone. And then we got, that's for 3. He could do that, he rolls 3 dice, gets 3 or better. Or he could save up and do Mazu's Typhoon, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're actually going to do his one where he pushes him back. It's called Blade Wind. He's going to spend his money before he gets killed, because he's likely to get killed. So there's that. Let's go up to his spot there and take a look. Okay, so when he attacks with 3 dice here, he's going to push Stumper Pete back 1. It's really not going to have much of an effect on him, except that Pete will have to move to attack instead of just attack. But that's okay. We're going to roll 3 dice. He needs a 3 or better. Okay, here we go. Boom! 6. We got 1. Oh no, we got 2 hits on Pete. That's 2 more points of damage. Well, Pete, I think, is in the view of the camera right now. He is. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage on Pete right there. That's terrible for Pete. And it's going to push Pete back 1, and he's horribly angry at Shen Wei. And Shen Wei has 1 more action. He's going to move to safety. He's going to go boom, boom, and get in that group so he doesn't get hit as easily. At least he's got some level of protection there as the other ones move up. He can move, well, he'll end up with 2 in front of him, so they'll have to go through them first. But that's not true. Wellsport Brotherhood's going to go first next turn and get ahead of them. Anyway, that ends the hero actions for Mazu's Dreadful Curse. Now, guess what time it is, guys? We're going to draw cards first. Let me see. No, we're going to unleash the Kraken. Well, maybe. Let's see. So what do we got to roll? We got a 2, 3, 4. We got to roll 4 or less, and the Kraken will come out. Okay, 2 dice. Let's see what happens. Does the big beastie come out to attack us? No, that's a 6, 9. So actually, the Kraken does not come out this turn. That's fine. And then last but not least, that the Mazu's Dreadful Curse crew will get to just 1 more card. Let me check. They got 2, yeah, 1 more card, which they have here. And that will go into their pool. I'm going to look at what that is. Okay. Very cool, very cool. And that is going to end our turn, guys. So you're seeing a lot of stuff go on in this game. You're seeing a lot of the heroes' powers. You're seeing how they're fueled with the gold coins. Now you're seeing how the Kraken cards stack up. Pretty cool stuff. The Kraken's coming out pretty soon, I would have to think. Let's take a look at the Kraken so you can understand him a little bit. He's pretty nasty. So when the Kraken comes out, his big piece is going to take up what would have, in a normal ship battle without the two smaller ships, would have taken up the space where a gangplank was and knocked the gangplank out. But I believe, I got to look in the book just to be sure, I believe he's going to take up the two spaces in between the ship with the two ships on the side. Which means that when he does come out and we unleash the Kraken, it's time to do that, we're going to roll a die. And on that die, we're going to either do his Into the Depths attack or his Fury of the Locker attack. Into the Depths attack says this only affects the faction whose Kraken pool contains the most Kraken symbols. So that right now would be the Wellsport Brotherhood. If tied factions are all affected, roll a die for each hero within 3 zones. KO that hero on a roll of 3. That's pretty bad, or 3 plus actually. It's pretty bad. Then remove the Kraken from the board. Now that's if we roll only a 1. If we roll a 2 through a 6, it's going to be the Fury of the Locker. And the Fury of the Locker, you can see, does 3 dice, does 3 plus in a special. It says that this targets all zones within 2 of the Kraken. This attack cannot damage objectives. If targeting a zone containing a faction whose Kraken pool contains the most symbols, Kraken symbols, this attack gains +1 to hit and deals +1 damage per hit. So right now, again, the Wellsport Brotherhood would suffer more if the Kraken came out because they have more Kraken symbols. Anyway, guys, that's the end of it. So I got a couple more. I want to update you on a couple things. The box of subscribers. Thank you, guys. I'm at 2012, I believe, subscribers now. That is so totally awesome. I can't tell you how excited I am. And my box of goodies, which is going to be drawn for, I'm going to draw for it for one of my random subscribers this weekend, currently has the Builders Middle Ages, which is a really cool little micro game. It's a lot of fun. It's going to have a big worker placement board game that I really love, but just doesn't seem to get enough attention in my group. The Ancient World. Okay. Then we also have another smaller game called Oddville in the box. And then last night I decided, as much as I love this game, I promised myself when I did this I would put in a solo game. And out of all the solo games on my shelf that I love dearly, this is the one I felt I could part with. That is Warfighter, the Tactical Special Forces card game from DVG. Now, again, I did want to say that none of these are new games. They're off my shelf, though I keep my games in very, very good condition. So they might as well be new. And I believe that before the weekend I'll probably be adding one more game. I'm really debating on which one that's going to be, but I promise I'll try to make it worthwhile. I think this box is worthwhile already. There's some great gaming in it, and I hope whoever gets it really enjoys it. I am going to say that if I do draw somebody who's overseas, because I really can't tell, I may ask you to pay the shipping if that's okay with you. If that happens and it's okay with you, I will ship it to you overseas if you pay for the shipping. If not, keep in mind I'm in the U.S. If not, or if the shipping's low enough, I won't worry about it. But if it's high, I may do that or may decide to split it with you or something. If you're in the U.S., then I'm just going to ship it to you because it's going to be inexpensive for me. If there's a game that you think I might have that you might like to see in this box, I can't promise you I'll put it in there, but I'll try. I do have some games that are unopened that I won in some auctions. I might throw one of them in there just so you have something new, because these are used, and, well, gently used anyway. But thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. By the way, I opened up a new website. You can go check it out. It's just really getting started. I haven't got my blog up there yet, but it's dougmysticcguy.com. And on there you can donate to my cause. So I have this plan, and I haven't fully fleshed it out so that people can understand it in detail, but I opened up a Patreon page and PayPal donations, and oddly enough, I got some without even advertising my page yet. But very small, but still, that's cool. I appreciate anything that anybody can donate to help this my effort here. But my plan is if I can raise enough money and hold on to enough money over time, I would actually like to open up a, when I say open up, I mean create a real studio where I can do lots of cool things and have big games going with bunches of people and stuff like that. And I got lots of friends that are gamers, and it would be a lot of fun to do. And I'm thinking also, and tell me how you feel about this, I want to do a role, like a D&D game. I remember my roots are in role-playing, and I used to design and do a lot of stuff for the role-playing industry, D20, things like that. I even worked on a Fantasy Flight book that we published and a bunch of other things. Got an award-nominated series, The Hunt Rise of Evil, that I helped design, And recently we've released I co-authored something called The Fall of Man, which is a post-apocalyptic RPG in the Pathfinder setting, fantasy as well, fantasy and modern. So it's very cool, very unique. It is by Rogue Genius Games. You can get that on Drive-Thru RPG. Check it out. Anyway, that's what I've done lately, and so I want to do a role-playing game on my channel. Let me know what you think of that. With people. And I kind of being inspired by the Weirdlings Heroes of Awesome type setup where they have the players all playing around the table and they'll break to put in interviews. I think that's very cool. I like that a lot. And anyway, if you like role-playing games, you like to watch D&D game, that's a lot of fun. There's a really good. It's the Weirdlings and it's the Heroes of Awesome. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you on the next episode. Now, if the Kraken comes out, you guys tell me if you think you want to see more of this, or you're ready to move on to something that's either a solo friendly game, co-op game, something like that, or you want to keep seeing this. Let me know. I'll keep playing. I think this is a fun game. It's fun. It's light, and I enjoy it much like in the same vein that I enjoy Arcadia Quest. So let me know. Thanks. Talk to you soon.